Did you know or not?
I know about code 19.
Yes, but you did you know like that the counts of the aleph they never worked, and they do work right now?
Okay, cool. Do you believe that two verses from the Quran have to be removed?
Yes, I do.
And then that's unfortunate.
But this is independent from
Yes, it
um,
is very dependent on the context of the Quran. So the code 19 was supposed to be something that supports the Quran that is between my hands. And if it supports the Quran that is in between my hands, it has to also fulfill the verses and what it's saying. When God is telling me that this is a mighty book or a sincere book, that no falsehood will enter it, you're saying that the falsehood entered it. You're going to say, no, no, that's just the Mus'haf, it's not the Quran. But when somebody is reading the Quran, they would have read those two verses. So I don't think that's accurate. So they say the people who
if you
follow Code 19 and specifically Rashad Khalifa, they say the last two verses of chapter 9 are not part of the Quran, and that's
can I
blasphemous.
can I say something? Um, if you want, I want to share my work with you. I worked on that the last 4 years. I compared a lot of manuscripts of the Quran to get the correct aleph counts. And as far as I know, you acknowledge code 19 also. I don't want really to talk about Rashad
Do you believe in
or something
Rashad
like
Khalifa as a messenger?
because I'm not a Rashadian. I do not take his hadith, but I do acknowledge that he was a messenger. That's a different topic. Because I was just curious because you said once that you acknowledge code 19.
Yeah, I
So
acknowledge Code 19, but not to the passion that you might have. So for me, it's irrelevant what the code of Aleph is or the count of Aleph is at this day and age. It was not something that was.
ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب الحكيم ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب المبين ألف لام ميم را تلك آيات الكتاب والذي أنزل إليك من ربك الحق ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون.
Held up for me. I can appreciate that you spent 4 years trying to answer that question. Personally, I wasn't asking that question, so it doesn't change anything for me. If I've already accepted that the Quran does have a code embedded in it, it's not pertaining to where I have to sit and spend my life studying the code. I have to study the verses.
yes, you have to study the verses, but
So where's the but?
studying also the Quran itself, how it is written in different manuscripts, also very important,
No, it's not.
I think, because.
No, it's not.
But how do you explain then that, like a lot of mushafs that we have today,
Yeah.
they count the aleph differently if you count them?
Does it lead
Some
you,
add more.
brother? If I write Bismillah or Bismillah, okay, I'm still saying in the name of God. The way that it's being communicated to me can vary, but the communication, the result is the exact same. Bismillah and Bismillah, there's a difference of a hamza or a difference of an alif as well, but the answer is still the same. So I'm more concerned about the context and not the actual makeup of the book.
But you believe that the Quran is protected, right?
But I can prove that without the code. The code is just a support to its
But
protection.
if letters are added, is that not a proof against it?
No, Because as I expressed to you, it's about what the message is saying. And God never says that he's like preserving it. God said he's preserving the remembrance, not the Quran. If he's saying that he's going to preserve the Quran, then every diacritic in every letter would be exactly where it needs to be.
صاد والقرآن ذي الذكر طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى.
But what you're presenting to me is something where you're saying that now this became mandatory upon me. No, it isn't. Because the Code 19 is supportive evidence that the Quran is from God. But do I have to have the full counts of everything that is being presented? I can make the argument that maybe you're understanding certain letters incorrectly, or the way that you're counting is incorrectly, and you spent your time trying to adhere to a count that doesn't specifically need to be there. But again, this does not
Okay.
change to what the message of the Quran is telling me, and that's the whole argument. Like
Okay,
you're
yeah.
as my good sister here is saying, they are holding this number above the Quran, and you use this number to remove 2 verses from the Quran. So you're more
Okay.
so concerned about the number than the actual message.
إنه فكر وقدر فقتل كيف قدر ثم قتل كيف قدر ثم نظر ثم عبس وبسر ثم أدبر واستكبر فقال إن هذا إلا سحر يؤثر إن هذا إلا قول البشر سأصليه سقر وما أدراك ما سقر لا تبقي ولا تذر لواحة للبشر عليها 19.
I just wanted to show you the Musaf that I created.
I'm not interested, my good brother.
Okay, brother.
ويوم نحشر من كل أمة فوجا ممن يكذب بآياتنا فهم يوزعون حتى إذا جاءوا قال أكذبتم بآياتي ولم تحيطوا بها علما أم ماذا كنتم تعملون.
I appreciate you coming. I don't mean to be rude, but for me, this is not something that I can. How can I say? I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I don't mean to upset you. I appreciate that you've worked hard on this, but this is not something that I think is beneficial.
If you have interest, I have a website.
Say your website.
It's called the criterion786.org.
The Criterion 786.
The Criterion786.org.
Appreciate you.
And yeah, it's a nice tool. If you want, you can look into it. Peace be upon you, brother.
Peace be upon you. Okay, and let him put the website for whoever's interested. I personally am not interested. So.
As a brief postscript, I would like to add that he contradicts himself. He claims that nothing incorrect can enter the book, yet at the same time he is aware that Hamzas and Alifs have been added. The Criterion Musaf features 7 global locks, as you can see in the image, that protect the entire Quran. If we were to add those 2 verses on the website to criterion786.org, we would see the entire system collapse. That is why God says in the Quran, "Surely those who have rejected the reminder dhikr, when it came to them, and it is an honorable book, no falsehood could enter it presently or afterwards, a revelation from a most wise, praiseworthy. What is being said to you is the same that was said to the messengers before you. Your Lord has forgiveness and a painful retribution. The difference between you and me is that with God's permission, I can show that the Quran has been protected, whereas you cannot prove it. Surah 98:2. A messenger from God reciting purified scripts. In them are valuable books. If they deny you, then those before them have also denied. Their messengers went to them with proofs, and the Psalms, and the enlightening book. The criterion must serve the Quran exactly as Muhammad received it, in its pure form.